Hello, YouTube. Kingpin of Cinema here with the QB999 and the lovely Morgan Licious on camera yet again. Oh, you are quite welcome.
Welcome to another episode of The Magic Hour.
The Magic Hour.
Bobby.
You get all the magic gathering information you could ever want from a couple of just average Joes.
Average. I'm above average. Asshole. So anyhow, we basically...
You know how it works. We usually go through some of the cards that display some of the new parts of the set that's coming up. This one being Magic 2011, the next core set.
Yeah, basically, the vibe I get from these core sets is that they're essentially introducing the next block, and some of the mechanics are probably going to be introduced in there, and creature types.
Yeah.
We saw that a lot in 2010, like the unveiling of vampires as a main creature type.
And we are kind of seeing the same pattern in this one too, but we'll get into that when we get to it.
So as you know the drill, we each picked 6 cards of what we think is the best and kind of the worst of the set.
Kind of what best displays what the set is about.
I think I'm a little bit more positive than, say, Kyubi, but you decide. The answer is being yes. Knight Exemplar. Basically, this is a race that's been around from the beginning, Knights, and this is the first time they get a Lord that benefits all Knights. How this works, it's a 2/2 first strike. All other Knights get +1/+1 and are indestructible, which is damn good. I mean, especially now that he's the first Lord. I want to kind of make a Knight deck now. So I think Knights is going to be a huge part in... I'm hoping it's a huge part in the next block.
Yeah. My first one is Captivating Vampire, the other new Lord for the black cards for vampires.
Yeah, for the vampires.
He gives all vampires +1/+1. You tap 5 vampires and you gain control of a creature instantly, and it becomes a vampire. So for a Lord, it's pretty good, especially for a brand new race that they're just now mainstreaming. But this brings me to one of the big gripes I have about this set, is that you have these 2 new Lords, but the other 3, the green one, the blue one, and the red one, are all still an elf, a goblin, and a merfolk. I'm tired of seeing these 3 races, especially goblin and elf. It seems like a stable you need to have those races in every single set you do, and I'm getting sick and tired of it.
You know, granted, it kind of makes a little bit of sense, because I don't know what else you could possibly do.
They're starting to do oozes. They have a lot more ooze cards out. They may as well make a Lord for them.
Yeah, that's true, but...
Beast, anything!
But red! My god, red! Barbarians, dwarves, orcs, all of those you can make Lords for, and so we can finally get a dwarf deck. We can finally get a barbarian deck. I mean, we only have 1 barbarian Lord, but he's a legend, so you can't spam 4 of him in a deck.
And another main problem for me is just that not only are they reusing the same creature types, they just reprinted the same ones from the last set from 2010. So it seems kind of lazy for me when they have 2 new Lords for 2 of the colors, but then all the others are the same.
Yeah. I mean, for blue, they could have brought back Videlkin.
They could have just done wizards.
Where, yeah, just focused on wizards.
And even then, alright, fine. Give me an elf, give me a goblin lord, but at least make them new lords. At least. Give them new powers, new abilities. Don't just reprint the same one.
Well, moving on, my next one is Stormtide Leviathan. Now, this guy is actually pretty cool. He has Island Walk, which is traditional for Leviathans, but this is where it gets interesting. All lands become islands in addition to their types, so if you have a blue merfolk Island Walk deck, that's perfect for you.
Like me.
But this is where it even gets better. Anything with flying and Island Walk, as long as this guy's out in play, can't attack you.
No, it's anything without that stuff.
Can't attack. So that's even better than what I was saying. So, yeah, that guy, insanely good.
That's one card I am looking forward to.
Yeah.
My next one that also brings me to another gripe is a Johnny Goldmane. We haven't seen this guy before. God, they've reprinted these same 5 Planeswalkers almost 7 times now.
Too many times. Enough with these freaking original 5 Planeswalkers. Reprint freaking Elspeth so we can get the price down from 50 to, you know, a more manageable price. You did it for Baneslayer Angel, which was like 70, now it's 35, because they reprinted it. like, all these planeswalkers, I swear to God.
We're getting tired of seeing them. Stop it, Wizards.
I'm tired of seeing them, and I'm tired of all these other ones being so goddamn expensive. Reprint them.
Okay, on to the next card.
Grave Titan. Now, this is probably my favorite card of the set. I'll tell you that right now. And this also is another theme that this set has, is that each color has a Titan, or a Giant, I should say, in it. But this is like the best one, because when this mofo come out and play, not only does he have Death Touch, but you get 2/2 zombies out in play as well. And if that wasn't enough, anytime he attacks, you get 2 more. So I can attack with 3 creatures on my next turn, and I get 2 defenders ready to block. Next turn, 2 defenders, now I got 4 zombies attacking with my Titan. Freaking awesome.
Which also goes along with my other choice, Primeval Titan. It's the green one that whenever he comes into play or attacks, you instantly get 2 lands. These Titans, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I like them.
The blue one also has another built-in ability, though, where whenever he's targeted by an opponent, they have to pay 2 mana in order for it to not be countered. Otherwise, it's instantly countered.
Yeah, and he does one other thing as well. I don't know.
Whenever he attacks or comes into play, tap a permanent. It doesn't untap for a turn.
That's right. Then we have the Phylactery Lich.
Phylactery Lich.
Phylactery Lich. This guy's awesome. He costs 3. He's a 5/5. That alone makes him great. But then when he comes into play, he comes into play with a counter that you put on an artifact. So as long as that counter, or any number of them, is on an artifact, he's indestructible. So this is probably bringing in kind of teasing mechanic that's going to be in the next block, is putting counters on artifacts to make guys have certain abilities.
Which brings me to my next card, Hoarding Dragon, that when he comes into play, search your library for an artifact card. Remove it from the game, and when he dies, you get that card into your hand. This brings me to what we're tying into the next set, which is taking us back to Mirrodin, called Scars of Mirrodin. It's probably going to be another artifact majority set.
Yeah, and then, now this one was just for fun. Mitotic Slime. Basically, he comes into play as a 4/4. He dies, you get 2 2/2 slime tokens. They die, each one then comes out with an additional 2 1/1 tokens. So the power is always staying 4. And I just love this card. It's just funny.
See, I kind of want to make a slime deck.
Yeah, I want to make a slime deck too.
My next cards are both Mass Polymorph and Overwhelming Stampede. I like these cards because they're taking old cards, Polymorph and Overrun, and turning them into area of effect spells. Mass Polymorph effects does the same thing as Polymorph, but to everything.
Yeah, and same
Overwhelming Stampede is an overpowered version of Overrun, where it gives all your creatures like a big boost in power and trample.
Well, then, my final card of the list is Sword of Vengeance. This is an equipment card. You equip it for 2. It's a creature.
It's 3. It's cost 3 and equip is 3.
And it gives a creature +2/+0, First Strike, Vigilance,
and Haste.
That's just good. That's just a good card.
My last card, though, is Jinxed Idol. It's just a little fun card that... It's one of those cards that will just... It's what the game will become based around once it comes out into play. Because then it'll just be... Your whole goal will be just getting rid of it and giving it to your opponent. It deals 2 damage to you every turn. You get rid of it by sacking a creature.
Yeah, I think that's a reprint, actually. Well, that's all the cards we have. So, 2011, good set. Totally worth buying.
We'll see about that, but... Yeah... We'll still buy it and check it out and let you know.
Alright, so, and if you don't like it, okay.